You might be wasting hundreds of dollars buying things you technically already own, even if you don't know it yet. And here's the simple system that I use to uncover what I have and turn it into real savings. I'm Joy of Frugal Creative Living, and one of the easiest ways to save money is also one of the easiest things to forget, and that's to use what you've got already before shopping for more. And I don't mean just checking the refrigerator before you go grocery shopping. I mean looking around your house and asking, do I already own something that could solve this problem? Because sometimes we're not shopping because we truly need something. We're shopping because we forget what we already have, or we can't find what we have, or we haven't considered using what we have in a different way. So today I'm walking you through the system that I use to help me start with what I've got before I spend more money. Step one is to pause before you purchase. The first step is creating a pause between realizing you want or need something and actually buying it. And this doesn't have to be a 30-day waiting period. If the kitchen sink is leaking, trust me, I'm not suggesting that you spend a month reflecting on your relationship with plumbing. But for a non-emergency purchase, give yourself enough time to figure out whether you already have another solution. When something goes on my shopping list, I try to ask, do I already own this? Do I own something similar? Could something I have be repaired or refilled or repurposed or used differently? Could I borrow this? Do I need to buy it now? And that last question is important because sometimes we do need an item, but we don't need it today. And waiting gives us time to find a better price, use up an older product, or discover that the purchase wasn't quite as necessary as it originally seemed. A pause isn't a punishment. It's just enough breathing room to let your common sense catch up with your debit card. Step two, shop your home by category. Shop your home is good advice, but sometimes it can feel vague. Where exactly do we start shopping? Do we start in the kitchen? Do we start in the closet? That drawer filled with cords belonging to electronics we haven't touched since 1999? Instead of wandering around the house hoping to stumble across something useful, just start searching by category. So if you need cleaning supplies, check every place where you store cleaning products. Look under the kitchen sink, or in the bathroom, or in the laundry area, and wherever the backup supplies tend to migrate. If you need an outfit for an event, don't just glance at the front of your closet and announce that you don't have anything to wear. Check the back of the closet. Check your shoes and accessories and your jackets, anything that could be combined differently to create the outfit that you want to wear. If you need something for a project, just gather your craft supplies and your tools and leftover materials and containers and unfinished projects. I know for myself, I don't need more craft supplies. I just need to remember why I bought the craft supplies I already have. And the purpose is to search intentionally before you shop automatically. Step three, make the hidden stuff visible. We tend to use what we can see and buy replacements for what we can't see. And that's why food gets pushed behind other food and extra toiletries disappear into cabinets and perfectly good supplies become invisible the moment we put them inside an unmarked storage bin. And you don't need to create like a detailed inventory of every cotton swab and can of beans in your house, but start with the categories where you regularly overspend or find that you're buying duplicates. That might include food that needs to be used soon, or freezer items and toiletries and personal care products, cleaning products, office and school supplies, gift wrapping materials, home repair supplies. You can keep a simple list on your phone or attach a note to the inside of a cabinet or use a small whiteboard. And for the freezer, I like the idea of keeping a basic list on the door. Obviously, you don't need to record how many ice cubes you have, but knowing that you have chicken thighs or 2 containers of soup and some frozen broccoli and enough bread to open a small sandwich shop makes meal planning much easier. And once you can see what you have, it becomes much easier to use it. Step four, identify what needs to be used first. Some things deserve priority because they're getting older, or they're running low, or drifting dangerously to becoming waste. In the kitchen, these are your stragglers, the half bag of spinach or 2 carrots that's left, or 1 serving of rice, or a little shredded cheese in that open jar of salsa waiting for somebody to remember that it exists. Instead of planning every meal around brand new ingredients, you want to just choose a few items that need to be used first and build meals around those. The spinach can go into some scrambled eggs or soup or pasta or casserole, and the rice can become fried rice. The vegetables can go into soup or into a stir fry, and the salsa and cheese can become quesadillas. It doesn't have to be an award-winning recipe. It just needs to be edible and reasonably tasty, and preferably not require another $35 worth of ingredients just to rescue 75 cents worth of spinach. This works outside the kitchen too. Use the nearly empty shampoo before opening a new bottle. Finish 1 notebook before buying another one, or use the gift bags and wrapping paper that you already have. Wear the clothes that still fit and that you actually like. Prioritizing what needs to be used prevents both waste and unnecessary replacements. Step 5, create a use this next area. After you unearth something, don't put it back where it was because you might forget about it again. Once you find it and you know you can use it, make it easy to reach. And in the refrigerator, just create a small use it first section for leftovers or produce and open packages. In the pantry, put ingredients that need attention toward the front. And you can do the same thing with toiletries and cleaning products and craft supplies. Just choose 1 or 2 products or materials to finish before opening or buying more. And this is especially helpful when you own several versions of the same thing. Instead of having 5 lotions and 4 cleaners and 8 notebooks in active rotation, choose the ones you're using right now, push the backups to the back, and leave them there until they're actually needed. Otherwise, everything is open and nothing is getting finished, and somehow you still feel like you need to go to the store for more. Step 6, match what you have to a real need. Using what you've got doesn't mean forcing random objects into your life just because you own them. The goal is to match an existing item to a real need. So let's say you think you need to buy some storage containers. Before shopping, look at the boxes and baskets and bins and jars and containers you already have in your home. Could a shoebox become an organizer for a drawer? Could a small gift box hold some supplies? Maybe a jar could hold some paintbrushes or kitchen utensils. If you need home decor, maybe you could just move something from another room, or put some artwork you already have into another color frame, or rearrange a shelf, or paint something, or update an item that you already own. If you need ingredients for dinner, maybe you could just substitute something. Maybe use frozen vegetables instead of fresh, or rice instead of pasta, or maybe a different protein. And this is where creativity saves money. You're not asking, how can I avoid buying this at all costs? You're asking, what result am I trying to get? And do I already have another way to get it? Step 7, keep a buy later list. When you decide not to buy something immediately, don't rely on your brain to remember it. At least I can't. Put it on a buy later list. And this is different from a regular shopping list, because a regular shopping list is what you're about to buy right now or on your upcoming shopping trip. But a buy later list is kind of a holding area for things that you might need after you've checked what you already have. You might write down new food storage containers, or black shoes for an event, or shelves for the laundry room, or a new kitchen appliance. Then give yourself some time to look for an existing solution. And you might discover that you already have a suitable pair of shoes, or that you can rearrange your laundry storage instead of buying shelves, or that you can complete the project that you have without buying 5 new supplies. If you still need the item after checking and waiting and considering the alternatives, then buy it. This system isn't about never shopping. It's about shopping after you know what you actually need. Step 8 is to track the money you didn't spend. And this step helps to turn a good habit into something that you can see. When using what you already have prevents a purchase, write down the estimated amount that you saved by not making that purchase. Maybe you planned dinner from what you had in the freezer instead of spending $45 on takeout. Or you repaired a lamp instead of replacing it for $35. Or maybe you reused some storage containers instead of spending $20 on new organizers. Or maybe you even put together a whole outfit from your closet instead of buying a new outfit for $75. That's $175 saved on 4 decisions. And the thing is, no single choice feels life-changing, but these decisions accumulate. And if the system prevents just $50 in unnecessary spending each month, that's $600 a year saved. And depending on what your usual shopping habits are, it could be considerably more than that. Tracking the savings also reminds you that using what you have isn't settling. It's getting more value from the money that you've already spent. Now, here's how you can put the entire system of use what you've got before you shop into just a quick weekly routine. First, just choose one category, whether toiletries, cleaning products, pantry items, or clothes. Do not inventory your whole house unless you have several free days and an unusual amount of enthusiasm and energy. Next, look for duplicates and forgotten items and things that might need to be used soon. Then choose 3 to 5 items to use during the coming week. After that, remove or delay any planned purchases that those items can replace, and then estimate how much money you saved and decide what that money can do for you instead. And maybe it stays in your checking account and just gives you a little bit more breathing room. Or maybe it goes toward a bill or a debt, or put it in your savings. That's the larger purpose of all of this. We're not using up a half a bottle of shampoo just because finishing shampoo is a thrilling financial accomplishment. We're doing it because every resource we use efficiently leaves more money available for something that matters. Before your next shopping trip, just pause and take a look around your home. Check the pantry, check the freezer, check the closets and cabinets and bins and drawers, and look at what needs to be finished, what can be repaired, and what could serve a different purpose. And then ask yourself one simple question. What can I use before I buy something else? You don't have to stop shopping. You just want shopping to be the final step instead of the first response. And if you've been overspending or wasting food or feeling like your budget needs a fresh start, download my 3-day Frugal Reset Quick Start. It's going to help you to identify where your money is getting away from you and then make a few practical changes without putting your entire life on a financial lockdown. And the link for that is in the description. Let me know in the comments what's one thing you recently discovered that you already had after you almost or actually bought another one. And if this video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.